Rightio.
Okay, go.
Here I am. No coaching tips or hypotheticals for you at the moment. I just want to get one thing out of the way. A couple of months ago there, when Jimi upset our allies across the Pacific, I must admit I had a bit of a chuckle. It was only a simple question. But here I am today, here to show you people that, yes, I am an accredited coach. There it is. So that eliminates that factor out of any equation. People made the point that you don't have to be a certified accredited coach to be a good coach. And just because you are accredited certified doesn't mean you are a good coach. I'd have to agree with that 100%, but we need accountability, we need something to keep these systems in place, to register, to have control to a point. It's a bit like our driver's license system. Okay, you've got to have a driver's license to drive on the road, but that don't mean you're a very good driver. But I believe fully in the coaching accreditation, we must have it. But I also agree that if you don't have it, any of your top archers are capable of giving hints to people, but there's a line between giving on-the-line tips or full one-on-one coaching like I'm doing with Greg. Just to let you know that it's all good, so in case anybody raised the issue.
And who was the girl that you coached too, Gary? Tell us about the last coaching. How'd she go?
Catherine Jankovic. Hope she won't mind me mentioning her name. I coached Catherine from, she was about 14 up to about 20. We had wonderful times with her. We had great success. Her parents were wonderful people, very supportive of what I did helping Catherine. She was a national champion 5 years in a row, I believe. She was captain of the Trans-Tasman team for a few years as a junior. She still currently holds some national records from back in 2004. So that was a pretty special time for me, and I always get a buzz. She's a special girl to me as well. Sorry, now I've come to Greg. Very interesting time with Greg. Again with Greg, it is fun coaching Greg. We're probably 6, 7, 8 months into it now. It's taken a long time. Coaching is a long process. There's a lot of things with Greg's technique I wanted to change. There's a lot of things with his bow I wanted to change. I had to be subtle, but here we are 8 months down the track, and his technique is the way I wanted it, and his bow is the way I wanted it to start. The coaching is a long process. You can't make major changes in a short period of time. You have to make certain changes, the important changes initially, get them into the technique, then you move to the next thing, and Greg will realise this is what I've been doing. So if you do take on a coach, if you want to get better, you've got to take on a coach. At least have somebody that is a good archer and can look and see what you're doing, because I can tell you, you might think you're doing something right, but then when you see yourself or your coach is watching you, like Greg's little trigger finger.
I can verify that. I mean, the reason that I was so consistent yesterday was because I really concentrated on getting my thumb on that hammer before I set the shot up. And I'm really trying hard, and when I start to get under a bit of stress, I just punch, and then my scores just go straight down. But I didn't even know I was doing it. I thought I had my thumb on. And he goes, you were like this, on, off, on, off, on, off. So I've really had to discipline myself to break that habit there. And just be comfortably on the hammer before I even get the pin on. And an
offset of that too, when you are concentrating so intently on a particular part of the technique, a particular aspect, then something else starts to go.
That is correct.
This is why you need that coach there if you're serious. And mind you, the coach has got to know what he's doing. That's a help as well. You need somebody watching you. Watching yourself on video is a good tool. Like I saw myself shooting on the other night when we were doing the indoor for a long, long time. And I was quite happy with my technique. There was 2 issues I picked up that I'm addressing, but you really need somebody standing with you. And when you do take on a coach, you've got to expect to fall off from where you are, because there's changes made. You've got to be there for the long term. It's not an automatic thing. It's a 12-month process. Any good coach will plan the progression, plan the changes. You have to stage the changes to make them work, to get them into the technique, then you move to the next one. That's very important. So if you do take on a coach and you're shooting, you feel you're dropping, hang in there. Don't get stressed about it. It happens, trust me.
And cut.
And cut. Thanks, Greg. Rightio.